with Artolite paint markers. They mark on anything. I usually use another brand of paint markers, but I saw these and they were at a discounted price because I had a code. Bought them on Amazon and I decided to try them out, and I'm going to use them for a pumpkin painting project, and I'll show you that as well. They say they are waterproof, fade proof, and fast drying. 12 colors here, and I believe, I don't know if I got another pack with more colors. I think I did. I have another one. I don't know if it's this brand or another brand, but let me just, thought I opened one. Okay, I did. Okay, so you have black, orange, brown, magenta, pink, silver, gold, white, green, purple, light blue, and yellow. And like I said, we'll see how they work. Okay, now when I paint a face on a pumpkin, whoops, I just go and pull up images on my phone here, okay? And then if I look at something, I can paint it, especially with markers. So I'm just going to pick out one here and then we'll try this out. And you don't even have to do a face. You can do one of these that say boo on them with polka dots. You know, there must be something with the farms this year because, well, let me tell you, Pennsylvania, it was almost impossible to find a pumpkin in the stores. And yes, I know you can go on the farms, and we did go on some farms, but the farms that we went on in New York, they were selling the same pumpkins that they're selling in Walmart from the same place, the same box. They weren't even from the farm. But there's lots of different designs, like I said, like these, and I really wanted to do more of those. I just couldn't find more pumpkins. Okay, so I'm probably going to do one close to that. So let's see. Let me get one of the smaller pumpkins. And I'll show you how easy it is to make these with the paint markers. So I just have the pumpkin here. I'm going to find the best side for it, which would probably be right here. And what I'll do is, first I'll start with the eyes. So I'll take the black. So you line everything in black, and then you can just fill it in. Now these markers, you have to press them on something to get them to work. So I'm just going to grab a piece of cardboard or something here. First I'm going to just shake it a little bit, and then I'm going to just press down, trying not to mash the tip. Don't mangle your tip, so don't press that hard. But you see the paint is starting to flow, and now it's flowing well. So, okay, let's go ahead and, okay, so first thing I will do is draw two eyes. Now don't get like really stressed if the pumpkin makes your eye curve, because you can go in and fix it. And then we're going to put the eyebrow over the eye, okay? And then we're going to draw the outline for the nose, and then we're going to draw the outline for the mouth, which we want it kind of squiggly. And then we're going to do this, and we're going to add the bottom, and you just want it to be, you know, any size. So you have this first, okay? That's what you have first there. And then the first thing we're going to do is just add some triangles up here in the center of those eyebrows to make eyebrows. And you can do them any way you want, so we'll just add some small little triangles. And then I'm just going to fill them in. You don't even have to put a lot, just dot in. And these paint markers are working very, very well. So I'm going to do the same on the other side. Careful not to smear any of my paint until it dries. And you know, the lines in the pumpkins sometimes might be a little bit an issue, but we've got our eyebrows. And next, make the white, because we have to, for his eyes actually, we have to make another line here. Okay, and then in the center of that, we're going to leave a little circle that we're going to go over with white. So we're just going to make a circle there. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. And then I'm going to come down here and fill this in black. Like that. And I'm going to do the same on the other side. It doesn't matter that that's smaller, that's just going to show me where I'm going to put my white, and I can go when it's dry, it'll come on down and cover that. So the rest of this area I'm going to fill in with the white, and we're going to get our marker started. I'm going to go ahead and fill in the white right here. Sometimes with the white, if it's not as dark as we would like, we go ahead and we let that dry and we give it a second coat. And you really don't have to worry, like, if you go a little outside of line, because you can just go and fix it really, really easily. Just like I'm going to touch that up from when I drew the line because it went into the pumpkin line, so I'm just going to almost give him a little eyeliner, but just straighten this by adding a little bit more of a curve, and then kind of just going over that, and then touching up here, here, and making that more defined. And I'm just going to go ahead and do that over here to just make the eyes a little better. Now we're going to add another coat of white, and we're going to add the white on the eye there, but right now what we're going to do is color in the nose. It's going to be a little bit of a problem for the mouth because I'm surprised they don't have a red, but I'm going to do his nose in purple then. I might have to grab one of my other paint markers to do his mouth. You can use these for rock painting, all kinds of things, and it just lets you get in there and get in really good details rather than using a paintbrush. And there's different size tips you can get on paint markers, all the way down to a very, very fine tip. This is a medium tip. It's perfect for projects like this and most rock painting. Okay, and then we're going to outline his teeth. So we're going to put, there'll be like 3 teeth on this guy. So I'm going to put a tooth here. We're going to put a tooth here. And we're going to put a tooth there. The rest of that we're going to color red. And then we're going to color the teeth white. Get our teeth filled in here. And like I said, they're going to get another coat. So okay. And so there we have that so far. I'm going to go ahead and see if that's dry in order to get some white in those eyes. And it is. So I'm going to go ahead and again, I said we are going to have to go over that, which is not going to be an issue. Now that we have a base, we'll go over that. And I'll just, rub off any black that might be on there. Make sure I have my white, and I'm going to start getting a second coat over here. When I was little, my father and I used to paint our pumpkins, but of course there wasn't Pinterest or anything like that, and paint markers. Once we used oil paints and they never dried, but I wish you could see how easy this is now. But I used to always get one big pumpkin and one little pumpkin, and I had to keep them inside because I had to keep them very safe, and I never wanted to carve them. It was like Linus and Charlie Brown, you didn't tell me you were going to kill it. Anyway, so there's our second coat. Let me just get this one done. But yeah, I mean, I'll put a link to these markers in the video description. Okay, and then I'm just going to give a second coat to the teeth. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and I have to let that dry and get some more. And now I'm going to get one of my red other paint pens to do the mouth because I want to do the mouth in red. Okay, and this will be a test because this is a finer tip, but I haven't used these in a while. And there we go, they're coming. They were in a shed, which actually froze a little bit, but my red is still working, so I'm going to put this on. Might be a little bit choppy. I may have to press these a little more, but the paint is still working, so that is good. I was really worried about that. So these are the Elmer's paint pens. And I'll put a link to them as well. I'm also going to, let me see, to touch up some of the black on the teeth outline, tooth outline. So you see it's really very easy, and I think once you have an outline, it's just a lot like coloring and not like painting, but they'll look just like the painted pumpkins that you see in the store. And I think you'll really impress yourself with the results. And you can do all different kinds of faces, and you can get, you know, as intricate as you want. And I said you could also do a lot of those stencils, and or you know, just put polka dots and write the word boo across it. So, or give thanks, and you can do ones for Thanksgiving. So many things that you can do, and I'm actually probably going to have to go over this with the second coat of the red. But you can see that, and I have to, like I said, touch up some of the outline there. And I also want to touch up with the white on that, and I'm just going to try one of these and see, just because it's a little bit of a finer tip. See if I can just and you know, these paint pens, I had my sister-in-law, she even personalized and like a wooden rocking chair for my daughter years ago with her name and a little bear, and you can put a, you know, a sealer on it. So you can do all kinds of projects with paint pens. Okay, so we have that, and he's almost finished. He's almost finished. There's like, we can give him like 3 little black freckles, round circles, and there and there, and then I'm going to go over some of the outline there. So. And you might say, oh, can you use a Sharpie? Well, let's see. First, let me make sure this Sharpie is working. This is very fine, so this is great for making outlines if I want to outline the freckles that we're going to make. Make 3 like that there. And we can go over here and make 3 there. Okay, it doesn't matter if they're not perfectly aligned. Like I said, they're not perfect. I mean, but it doesn't have to be. And you can add a little like red shadowing behind them, or if you want to. If you want.
Need anything, just let me know. I got the good ones. I've got the good ones. Hey, watch out. What is that? Okay, fine. Amazon. I got one for the code.
And I guess so. Let me see if I want to go over the mouth at all. So there you have it. I mean, you could put a Mod Podge over it when it's completely dry if you want. Like I said, I'm going to go and fix some of that black outline on those teeth and mouth. But you don't have to fuss so much with it. Okay, and there you go. Now, like I said, if I was going to put them outside, I probably would put a Mod Podge on them, but I don't usually keep these outside. But you can do them on large pumpkins, you can do them on small pumpkins. So let me know what you think and if this helped you at all.